Talk a little bit about the weather. Because the weather is still, of course, yesterday was the first start of fall, 318. Now we're seeing the first complete day, and it certainly feels that way.
It does indeed.
Outside right now, we're sitting with fair to partly cloudy skies. We have 59 degrees. Man, that's nice. And north wind at about 3 miles an hour. A little more sunshine than we had yesterday afternoon. And it looks like it's going to be in a nice state. Pretty much statewide. There's an exception in the northeast corner here. I'll talk more about that in a sec. But there's already some 60s to near 70 degrees from Roswell to Carlsbad. Some mid-60s off in the southwest, and 50s and 60s from Gallup to Farmington to Durango. It started out a little rough in the northeast part of the state this morning. There was some rain mixing with a little snow around Raton in the pass. In the northern mountains there, a few flurries developed, and still some clouds hanging. But all in all, things have settled down, at least at this point. Now, high today, about 68 for the metro area, mostly sunny. Very nice, very pleasant day. And then tonight, temperatures dipping back into the low to mid-40s from the valley to the high. Clear skies and crisp, and it should be very, very clear. A lot of stars out right now that you can actually see because of the atmosphere behind that front. Tomorrow, about 72, partly cloudy, and throw in at least an isolated chance at a shower or thunderstorm here and then down in the southern part of the state. That upper level low really has not moved, so it's still spinning and churning, and that's meaning some rain and even some overnight high-level snows up in Colorado. We saw a little bit of that drift into New Mexico earlier this morning. There was some flurries around the pass in Raton and kind of a mix of precipitation there, and then along the Taos, Angel Fire to Red River corridor. Now, right now, things are fairly quiet, although starting to see a few little hit-and-miss showers just to the north and west of Tucumcari. And more that's heading down, looks like, from Colorado Springs. So we'll see if that makes it into New Mexico. But it's going to be kind of isolated in this section of the state, whatever we get. Eventually, this is going to move on out. Now, out ahead of this storm, some nasty storms continue to develop back across San Antonio, just to the south of Dallas. So a look at just the radar here, and you see those scattered showers coming on down. And again, through the afternoon, some of those could make it into the area, still spinning, and eventually spread further back to the northwest towards Chama and Dulce and Tierra Maria, and again around Raton. Now, this is the change. As we go into the evening tonight and overnight, going to start to see more action start to spread from the south, coming up from West Texas and Mexico, and then making its way into New Mexico for a while. This is Thursday morning at about 7, and then through the afternoon, some hit-and-miss showers again coming off the mountains. So that's kind of the scenario. But the overall trend for the majority of the state, other than the northeast, is going to be some warmer temperatures as we progress through the next few days. Not the story, though, in Atlanta. We showed you the video early of all the problems they've had. And more rain is going to start to move in as we go into tomorrow. So they get a little bit of a break today, but it's still going to get pretty ugly later on. Out to the west, they're keeping an eye on those big fires that we continue to see developing back across portions of the northwest. So there's your temperatures over the next few days. It looks like we're going to continue to see, say, 60s and 70s as we run from Santa Fe into the weekend there. And for the metro area, it's going to be 60s and 70s for the next couple of days. And then we're going to see those temperatures up into the 80s by Saturday and Sunday. So